Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday. Today I thought we could do a video that I haven't done in a little while. And it's just a skincare updates video. This isn't like an entire like morning and evening skincare routine type video. It is basically just a brief summary about how things are going with new products that I have added into my existing skincare routine. So the way that I handle incorporating new products into my routine is I don't add just like a ton of things all at once. I have a routine that is very established, that works very well for me. But sometimes I like to switch out different actives. And when I do that, typically I will add in the newest product. I will give it about 2 weeks to see how my skin does with it in terms of, does this make me break out? Does this product play well with the other products that are in my skincare routine that I'm not willing to give up? So can this product even stay at this point? You know, it's just kind of, it gives me an opportunity to sort of test the waters. And then if something just doesn't jive, and there have been times where I've been like, yeah, this was not a great selection for me. We're going to take this back. And I've taken things back to the store, like if they didn't work for me, for sure. So other times I just finish those things on my body, which is also fine. Usually depends on how much I paid for it. Paid a lot of money for it, I'll probably return it, especially if I still have the receipt and if I am well within that return window. Otherwise, you know, if it's something that's maybe like under like $35, typically I'll just finish it somewhere else if it doesn't work on my face. But it gives me an opportunity just to see if, you know, if it's the right product for me to even incorporate into the routine. Then if I want to add something else new, I'll add that new thing in, wait another 2 weeks. And so these products that I'm sharing with you guys today have all been added in at various points over the last few months. I don't think any of them, with the exception of the Peach and Lily, are ready for my like full 8-week review quite yet. I really like to use my skincare for an extended period of time before I do any like super in-depth reviews. Just because I think it's important to use a product for an extended period of time to see what it can do for you. Sometimes with certain products, you can see results after the first few days, or you can tell that you're on the right track. With some things, it just takes a little bit longer sometimes. I would encourage you that if you make an investment in a skincare product, to use it per the instructions. First off, follow the instructions. Use it for at least 6 to 8 weeks consistently. Be consistent, because if you're not consistent, then I don't think it's really fair to like give up on a product. Unless you just outright hate, like if you hate the texture of something, that's fair. But if you're like, I'm not seeing any results, like you have to give it time, right? Like your face didn't get to where it is now without a lot of time going by, typically when someone hasn't like had a skincare routine for a while. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get it back to where you would like it to be. So give the skincare some time to actually work. So anyway, I'm going to give you guys just some reviews of some of the things that I've been using here. You will continue to see updated in-depth reviews as we get to like the 8-week and beyond mark with any of these items. Before we get into it, you should probably know what my skin type is, just so that you're aware. I do have a very tough skin type, so for me, I don't have to really baby my skin very much. Call it my rhino hide, at least on my face. My skin is super, super tough. I have an oily skin type. I'm 43, so anti-aging is kind of the main name of my skincare game. You know, I don't want to like stop aging entirely. I'm just looking to kind of slow it down a little bit at this point so that my brain can keep up with the fact that I'm like kind of well into my 40s at this point. So I have enlarged pores. That kind of goes hand in hand with the oily skin. And I don't deal with many breakouts. I like to hydrate my skin. That's kind of my big thing. It really has helped the oil production slow down significantly. So just know that about my skin as I go through and tell you guys about my experience using these products. I'll try to remember how long I've been using them. I feel like I have a pretty good idea with most of them. So I'm gonna start with Probably the newest, and this is actually just launching today at City Beauty. So if you're interested, there is a big discount on this new product from them. I believe I've been using this for about, I think it's been just about 3 weeks now, and it is their skin lifting booster. So I've been a partner with City Beauty for a long time. There's a lot of products that I love from City Beauty that I regularly repurchase on my own. Their Hydro Mask, I think, is absolutely incredible. You guys know how I feel about the Complete Skin Restore. I just think it's a really great skincare line. It's definitely a higher end skincare line, so it's not one of those like super budget friendly options for sure, but they have fantastic products that have given my skin a really good boost and keep it looking great. This is a product from them that I have really been enjoying, and it's a little bit different from some of the other things that I've tried from them in the past because it's just meant to be a booster. So typically when I think of boosters to add into skincare, I think of Paula's Choice because they used to really be into this whole like booster thing where you could purchase like, you know, like their niacinamide or their hyaluronic acid or their vitamin C, and they oftentimes just call them boosters. I don't know that they're really doing that anymore, but so this is meant to lift and tighten the skin. This says that it's going to reduce the look of sagging on the face, jawline, and neck for a firmer, more lifted look. This has advanced firming peptides in it, as well as red microalgae extract. And the way that this product is designed to work is it comes in this little dropper, and you add like 1 to 2 drops in with any of your existing products. So if you wanted to add it in with your Peach and Lily Power Cocktail Lactic Acid Repair Serum, you can do that. You can add it in with the Dermalogica Circular Hydration Serum, whatever. Put it in with your moisturizer. It's meant to be a booster, and you can also just use this straight up on the skin. So the texture of this is obviously very watery. You can see it on my skin there. And you can also just use this straight up, which is how I've been doing it. So every morning I have been taking just a couple of drops and have been doing a massage, like an upward massage on my skin to just kind of, 1, wake my skin up, and 2, give a little bit of a lift. The lift that you're gonna get from this is not drastic. If you are someone who is, you know, maybe in your 70s or 80s and you have quite a bit of sagging that you are trying to combat at this point, I don't want to tell you that this product is going to make you look like you are, you know, 20 or 30 years younger. I think you have to have realistic expectations. But if you are just starting to deal with a little bit of that sagging, this is a great thing to incorporate because it does, especially if you do the massage. And again, just upward, upward, upward as much as possible. It really does provide a little bit of a lift. This also has some really great hydration to it. You can add this in with your I don't use liquid foundation. You can add this in with your liquid foundation if you want. Whatever floats your boat. It is meant to be used literally with any product that you have. When they sent this to me to be able to test it out prior to its release, they sent me a nice little card here. And in terms of how they tell you to use it is, they tell you you can literally mix it in with whatever other products or serums you have at any step in your routine. You can use it morning or night. They say it mixes well with other products, can also be used on its own. Serums, moisturizers, liquid foundation, simply add 2 to 3 drops and off you go. I really have been enjoying this product. Do I think it's an absolute necessity in my skincare routine? Not quite yet, but I do see the benefits to this in terms of that slight lifting effect that I get. I have also been using, I've been testing the Even Skin Phoenix device. I don't know if you guys have seen this thing. It's a microcurrent device that is very similar to the Rayfa Carrot. It's not any dramatic microcurrent that you're getting from this, but I feel like that combined with this does really provide me a really nice, good lift that isn't super dramatic, but makes me look a little bit more refreshed every single morning. If you are interested in this, there is a discount code that is available just during the launch time. So if you don't want to pay the full price for this to be able to try it, by the way, this is a good amount of product. It is 1.1 fluid ounces. The information will be in the description box down below. It is just launching today, so it's brand new. If you try it, let me know what your thoughts are. I'm always curious about how you guys feel about these products as well after you try them. I know a lot of you have had really great luck with the City Beauty products, so keep me updated if you try it. Fan so far. We'll see how I feel after I finish my first bottle. So far, I'm really enjoying it, but I'll be curious to see if there is any like super dramatic before and after that I can tell you guys about at like the 8 to 10 week mark. So we'll address this one again for sure. The second product that I want to update you guys about, I've been using for just about 3.5 weeks. And this is the newest hyaluronic acid serum that I decided to add into my skincare routine. This particular product I did get through Octoly, so I applied to Dermalogica to be able to review this, and they sent it out for consideration. All opinions are still my own. I happen to really like the Dermalogica skincare line, so I thought this might be kind of a fun product to try, and I've really been loving this in pairing it with my tretinoin. So I've been using this before I apply my tretinoin, and then I've been also using snail mucin as my like second hydrator or moisturizer after the tretinoin. And I feel like this, in addition to that snail mucin, has been a fantastic way at just keeping my skin super, super hydrated and clear of any of that like dryness that can happen when you use tretinoin several days in a row. My skin is definitely acclimated to it, but I can get some dryness still around my nose and sometimes around the corners of my mouth with the tretinoin because I really do put it everywhere. And by the way, I've also started taking the tret down on my neck only about once or twice a week because I think anything more than that would be too much. But using this first has really helped that transition. So this particular hyaluronic acid serum, they call this their full circle hydrating serum. This has hyaluronic acid in it, which helps obviously with hydration, keeps the skin supple and radiant. This also has algae extract, which is a great moisturizer. This has polyglutamate acid, which is derived from fermented soy. And again, this helps to replenish the skin's hydration. So basically this serum is just several different wonderful hydrators for the skin. I love the texture of it. This is great for me to use in the morning as well. I just love incorporating this into my routine because it adds that extra moisture that I need, but it does it in a really lightweight kind of, you can see that serum there. It's really lightweight and it doesn't take a long time to soak into the skin. In fact, it absorbs very, very quickly and you're just left with kind of this soft, silky texture. Because my skin type is oilier, I tend to do light layers of moisture instead of just one heavy coating of like a moisturizer at the end of my routine. I find that for me, like the light layering really works the best, especially during the daytime. I don't really need a hydrator in the morning per se because I use my droplet collagen, but this has been fantastic, especially on my neck. I do not bring the droplet down onto my neck, so this has been my hydrator, my first hydrator during the day on my neck, and it's been fabulous. This is fantastic. If you love Dermalogica products and you haven't heard of this new release from them, or you are in the market for a new hyaluronic acid, this is definitely one worth checking out. I don't think you necessarily have to spend a ton of hyaluronic acid, but this one is done very well. I like the ingredients. It feels amazing on my skin. It provides me the hydration that I need, and I think it's a really, really good product from them. So big fan of that. Thank you to Dermalogica for sending that out. Next, let's talk about, and you can see I've already made a pretty healthy dent in this. This I did not really expect to like as much as I do, and I think it kind of, I don't think it replaces my BHA products from Paula's Choice. I don't think those will ever be replaced. But these are kind of a nice alternative. This, I guess I should say, is kind of a nice alternative on the days where I don't want to do the 2% liquid BHA. This is the new Glow Recipe Strawberry Smooth BHA and AHA Salicylic Serum Clarifying and Retexturizing Serum. What a mouthful. This has 2% BHA, so a nice low concentration. Shouldn't irritate too many skin types. Obviously, unless you have a sensitivity to salicylic acid. I know a couple of people that actually do. Or you have very delicate or sensitive skin. It's probably not the product for you. But this is super effective, you guys. So this has 2% BHA and 1% AHA. Salicylic acid and mandelic acid work together to decongest blemish-causing buildup. So if you deal with sebaceous filaments, this would be a great thing to add in your routine. So blemish-causing buildup, gently exfoliate dead skin cells and smooth the look of bumps and fine lines. The 3.5% strawberry that's in here is the strawberry water, leaf extract, and enzymes. There we go. That help to reduce excess oil, hydrate, and gently resurface the skin. There's also azelaic acid in here. This works synergistically with the salicylic acid to soothe, sensitize blemish-prone skin and brighten the complexion. This has just been a really great addition to my skincare routine. The texture of it is wonderful. This is something that I could definitely use morning or night just because the texture of it allows me the opportunity to do that. So if I do tretinoin the night before, but I also need to get some BHA in my routine, this is fantastic because this does not have an oily texture like the Paula's Choice 2% BHA does. Now you definitely want to be sure, put on your SPF if you are using anything like this during the daytime. It's probably best to save it for night, but as long as you protect your skin, you should be okay. So sometimes I will use this in the morning. Most of the time it's been going on at night. I've been using it on my neck even, and it has not irritated. There is no irritation on my neck. And you guys have seen my neck irritated in the past. Woo! Do you remember some of my like delightful chemical burns that I gave myself? Don't do that. Don't mix your actives. And I didn't even really like mix them together. I just wasn't paying attention to where I stopped the application of one thing and started the application of something else for a different area. And we had some mixing in this sensitive area right here. Not attractive, not at all. Anyway, this works well on my neck, no irritation. Really helps the sebaceous filaments. I don't really get blackheads anymore because I'm so diligent about my skincare at this point, but I do still get sebaceous filaments, and so this kind of helps to keep them at bay. It is not drying, not irritating. It's been a wonderful addition to my routine. Totally see myself repurchasing that. Good stuff. Next is the Peach and Lily Power Cocktail Lactic Acid Repair Serum. This has 10% lactic acid and 12 active extracts in it. So some of the other extracts that are in here, I had it pulled up. I don't have the box for this one anymore. This is the one I've been using the longest. So this has lactic acid in it, which I love. There is also tea tree extract in here. There is mistletoe ferment extract, lactobacillus ferment extract, several different types of rice ferment extract. It's got hyaluronic acid in here, several different types of hyaluronic acid, ginkgo biloba leaf extract, all sorts of wonderful, several different types of peptides. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. You know how I feel about the Sunday Riley Good Jeans? Well, you know if you've been here for a while, I love Sunday Riley Good Jeans. It's expensive, right? And I love it. But you know what? I think this is a wonderful, less expensive alternative to Sunday Riley Good Jeans. If you don't want to spend the money on Sunday Riley, try the Peach and Lily, because this one is only $49 compared to the, what is Sunday Riley going for these days? Like between $80 and $90, right? More. It's more than the Peach and Lily, and this Peach and Lily works just as well on me. And I love the Sunday Riley. I do still have a couple backups, but once I finish those, I think going forward, I'm gonna choose to purchase this instead of Sunday Riley because it's gonna save me a few bucks. and it is fabulous. I love lactic acid on my particular skin type. It just does such a good job of removing like the surface cells that don't need to be there anymore. It keeps my skin looking fresh. It really, I think in my eyes, works better than all of the other, like the other AHAs that I've tried, other glycolic acids that I've tried. This one, the lactic acid, is just it for my skin. And I think lactic acid is not even necessarily supposed to be the best one for oily skin, but man, my skin loves it. Love me some lactic acid. This has been in my routine for the longest out of all of these things, and she is staying. Well, she's staying after I finish up my backups of the Sunday Riley, because I'm not going to let that go to waste. But if you're looking for a replacement, I would highly suggest checking that out. And then these two products from Strivectin I have been using for the last almost as long as this. So this, you can find these products actually at, well, this one for sure at Costco. So if you have a Costco membership, you should check that out. It's going to be less expensive there, but I will link this down below, some other places you can get it as well. So this is the Multi-Action Super C Retinol. This is a Brighten and Correct Vitamin C Serum, and also this is the Super C Dark Circle Brightening Eye Serum that I've been using. I've told you guys in my Friday faves that I've been noticing some darkness here on my inner corner. It's just, it's life, it's aging, it's all the things coming at me all at once. So I've needed a little bit more help in this area than usual. This eye product has definitely brightened up that inner corner again for me. And I don't feel like I have to use any type of concealer. It was only a small amount of darkness that was creeping in. I feel like I kind of nipped it in the butt before it got any worse. And this is a really great texture. So in this eye cream here, you have, let's see here. They say visibly correct stubborn dark under eye circles with the power of vitamin C. This lightweight and refreshing gel serum targets discoloration with a potent stabilized form of vitamin C, suitable for use around the eyes, plus guava leaf extract and brightening botanicals to correct the look of both blue and brown dark circles. Mine they're more blue. While visibly firming this delicate skin. This is ophthalmologist tested and it's fragrance free. So if you are someone that struggles with fragrance and skincare, this would be worth checking out. I love this. I see myself repurchasing this for sure. Now the Super C Retinol, this I think has been a good addition to my routine, but it's not something that I've become hooked on. This particular product has, let's see, so they say this is the brightening power of vitamin C and the correcting power of retinol coming together in one supercharged lightweight serum, two potent forms of stabilized vitamin C, blah, 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 to visibly brighten, firm, and restore radiance. Retinol boosted by NIA 114, our proprietary form of niacin, smooths fine lines and texture for visibly renewed glowing skin. So this particular product I've actually been pretty much exclusively using on my neck. And I will say my neck, the texture has been quite wonderful. This hasn't made me break out. This hasn't caused any sensitivity on my neck. Retinol is usually the most that I could use, but recently I've started adding in tretinoin 1 to 2 days a week. So on the other days where I'm not using the tretinoin in the evening, I've been using this as my like retinol for my neck. So I do think that it has really improved maybe the texture of my skin. It's very smooth, doesn't feel dry or bumpy or irritated. And this really is the most sensitive part on my body for sure, is what I call my neck meat. But yeah, it just has brought a really nice renewed texture to my skin. It's a retinol that isn't irritating. And with the combination of the vitamin C, I think it's been a really great addition. So overall, I'm kind of pleased with what it's been doing. So I'm gonna continue to use it, but I also feel like, I don't feel like I necessarily need this. But if you've seen it at your local Costco, you wanna give it the old college try, I would definitely say check it out. But for me, I think it might be a one and done type product. However, this not one and done. This is coming home with me again. I tend to really like the eye products that Strivectin puts out. I still love my hyaluronic tripeptide gel cream for eyes from Strivectin. Such a great product. I'm so excited to finally open up another bottle of that. I am just about done with another eye cream that I have in my collection that is nearing the end. So once I finish that one, I'll go back to that, and I'll probably have this one for a little while longer. So maybe we'll just do all Strivectin around the eyes for a little while. But anyway, you guys, those are my updates just for right now. Once again, I'm going to continue to do like more in-depth reviews as I get past the 8-week mark with any of these items. Let me know if you've tried any of them. What's your experience? What's your skin type? So hopefully that helps somebody else decide whether these products are a good fit for them or not. I hope this video was helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you thought so. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.